So, excellente. We are live with Team ECI. And of course, Dr. E, after we do our quick intros, we'll have Dr. Magali share this exciting information about the youth. And then Dr. E, you can just reintroduce that we will be talking about life insurance policies and those business opportunities next week for sure.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Okay, 1 second. First graders are getting $100 towards college. Oh, great. All right. Find that now. And 4, 3, 9, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. All right, we are live on that good old Facebook, and we are recording presently as well. All right. Good evening, everyone. We are live with all of you here on social media, and we are recording. Unfortunately, all of our cameras are actually off right now, but that's okay. You can hear our voices, and you know exactly who we are. This is Team ECI, and tonight's conversation is like revolving around business opportunities, advertisement growth, and some great information for those parents out there of small children in New York City. We have Dr. Magali, who is going to introduce herself, and then we're going to let Dr. E introduce himself, and then we're going to jump right into the conversation because I want all of you to be aware of what opportunities are out there for you. So again, it's your girl AniYa A with Team ECI, and we have a great lineup this evening. Dr. Magali, are you able to unmute and share a little bit of who you are?
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Well, happy May 4th. Yes. So the conversation around college savings, if you have a kindergartner in public school in New York City, you now need to activate the account. So every New York City child has, or a New York City child and their families have access to a college savings account where the city partnered with a foundation that awarded $100 for every kindergarten child. So because parents have not yet taken advantage of this opportunity, what they're doing is they are providing an incentive to families that if families activate the account, they will get an additional $25 just for the activation. So this is New York, it's called the New York City Savings Program, where every family of a kindergartner has an opportunity. The whole idea is for parents to take advantage of this money. So one, if so automatic 100, if families activate an additional 25, so that's 125. So when families activate this account, if they add $5, they will get an additional 25. So in total, kids can have up to $155 in this account. And so you want to encourage families, everyone on this call, video conference, to tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell your family members that New York City Department of Education is giving out baby bond savings accounts with $100. The whole idea, they want families to begin to save for college now. The name of the program is the New York City Kids Rise Save for College program. It's an opportunity to bridge the wealth gap between families, inner city families in particular, whom oftentimes may not necessarily have any money saved for colleges. And so they want to start this opportunity for parents to take advantage of it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Magali. And we're going to come back to you and find out a little bit more, because I know I have questions and I'm pretty sure others have questions as well. And I'm so happy that you're sharing this information as we talk about opportunities in our communities. This is excellent. Now let's go to Dr. Echima, who hasn't been here in a little while. We've missed you, Dr. E. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you again today. As you know, a lot to do, a lot of people to help around. I was going to funerals, and it's scary that so many people have died from November up to, I think this last week. I've been having people calling me to tell me about people that passed within their families. Basically, I'm just going to share about this young lady, 37 years old, in nursing school and working as a health manager, and that passed at 37 years old, cancer, and also, but she passed in a very sad and also curious way, that her family don't know what to do. She didn't live, and she's not survived by any children, or she didn't have a kid yet because she was all the time busy studying. She's a foreign graduate physician, but when she came here, she started doing nursing. So young, 37. It's really sad because no one knows whether there was some preparation done, because most of the time we think that dying age is late, usually after our 70s, but sometimes it happens when we least expect it. And that's what happened to that young lady. So as I'm keeping her in my prayers because I've known her personally. A longtime friend actually, but I just wanted to share this because I've been trying to empower people to make the right decision to get themselves and their families protected. So it's sad that I have to be telling you this, but basically I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna be around. There are other things coming from New York Life, for example, regarding other programs that I will discuss later on offline with AniYa. But again, I'm happy to be here. I've been through a lot these last few weeks. Got sick myself, but I'm happy to be here by the grace of God, and I'm happy to be able to bring some information to you, empower you, and see and keep you moving forward. Thank you so much, AniYa, for keeping this forum alive, and let's get to it.
Amen. Yes,
welcome, Dr. Magali.
We have so much to do, Dr. E. Thank you for sharing. And that just reminds me that life is so short. And just to let you know, in my personal life, I've had quite a few deaths recently. Between myself and my assistant who's doing my creative designing, we've lost like 4 or 5 people, all women, all Black, within the past month. And the recent one was my cousin. She was older than me. And she passed on Monday. They finally took her off of life support, and she had cancer as well. So when I tell you, I know what you're going through, Dr. E, but it's never easy. It's never, ever easy. So thank you for coming back and being strong during these times. And you know what? You have a family here. So therefore, you can't go too far because we are your family. So thank you so much, my brother. All right, all right. Now we have Mr. Will. Mr. Will, King Will is back with us. King Will, and so is Dr. Magali. I'm glad Dr. Magali's back because we want to hear more of this exciting, plan that they have for the young people. King Will, are you able to unmute and just share a little bit of who you are with our team? We are live on social media. I think King Will is not available to speak, no problem. We have Miss Modeling who's returning back. Woohoo! Miss Modeling is coming back, Miss Modeling. Perfect timing for Miss Modeling to share who she is. Hi, Miss Modeling. Are you able to share?
Oh, I'm sorry, I have my kids in the background.
No problem, my dear. We're live now. Oh, well, Miss Modeling, I'll just share a quick little thing for Miss Modeling since she's with the babies. Miss Modeling is an educator. She works in a great place. I can't remember the university. She's also an author and she has a blog, Haiti Decoded. That's how we met on Instagram. She is the mother of 2 beautiful little boys. And Miss Modeling has an upcoming event on May 22nd that we want everybody to check out, Haitian Bells. So we'll talk more about that later on this evening. And I'm so glad that she's here with us to empower the community and share her wealth of knowledge with us. Will was just going to share, I think, but he'll probably be right back. In the interim, as we wait for Mr. Will, who also has been watching us on Instagram. I love social media, by the way. Social media has really connected us to so many different great giants in our community. And that's how we know Brother Will as well. And there he is back. So Will is back with us. And hopefully he can introduce himself to the people as we get all this great information out today. Will, can you share who you are a little bit, my dear? You don't have to take off the camera if you don't want to. Okay.
I'm driving home from work, but that's okay.
Okay.
My name is Will Asselin. I'm an HVAC engineer. That's pretty much it.
And we met through social media on Instagram, and you love cryptocurrency.
Absolutely.
Well,
I'm an investor.
And an investor, and he has a small business. Tell the people real quick the business that you're in.
I fix residential, not yet commercial. I would like to do commercial one day, but I fix residential boilers and air condition. I also install mini splits and residential property.
Excellent.
So if you ever have, any problem with air conditioning, feel free to, hit me up. I don't have a big staff. I'm pretty much work by myself or my partner. If you don't have heat, you got a little boiler problem, you need maintenance for your boiler or your air condition, feel free to let me know, or you can pass my information. All right.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Will. And this is such a great platform tonight. So real quick, we're going to recap with Dr. Magali. She was sharing moments ago about this great program that's been, I guess, brought to us by this administration, this mayor. However, it started with that good old de Blasio. And now Eric Adams is definitely pushing the envelope in regards to the young people having access to monies towards college. So I don't know how old your children are, Will, but I know Modeling has little ones, and I know I'm going to have a little one. So I have a ton of questions, Dr. Magali. Now, in regards to this platform, Dr. Magali, like any parent of a child can apply for this $100, or does it just automatically go into some kind of funding for them? And furthermore, can it accumulate every year? Like, are you able to add more money? Because $100 ain't nothing, Dr. Magali. I didn't have a chance to read through the whole article because I was busy, but I was wondering if you did have more information, like, because the kid is going to need more than $100 for sure.
The whole idea is for parents to start this account, take advantage of it. And yes, monies will be added every year to the account. But remember, the students who are currently eligible are students in kindergarten, in the New York City Department of Education kindergarten classes. They're eligible, and because their data is already on the system, it's an automatic opportunity scholarship for them. But parents can indeed make additional deposits. And the other aspect of this opportunity is to begin the conversation or dialogue around financial literacy as well. There is when people have an opportunity to take a look at the info that I sent, there's a hyperlink in there that helps to walk you through the process of how to access, and if you want to ask additional questions, etc.
Excellent. I love that. And that's one of the things that I was thinking about too. When we talk about monies, it shouldn't be like when we're like 45. It should be kindergarten. It should be, elementary school, because our communities are always in a lack. Our parents often teach us not to talk about money, or it's very taboo to discuss things around money. So that is so awesome, Dr. Magali. And I'm going to definitely drop the link for those that are wondering, what is this information about? Unfortunately, for whatever reason, Zoom is not letting me share, which I typically do. I'm going to double check and try again. Earlier today, I was on a conference call, a meeting. Oh, holy crap, it's back. Wait a minute. It's back, guys. Okay, so I'm going to share this with everybody because it was not working earlier. I could not share this platform, which I typically have access to. So I was in this meeting earlier. I had a whole presentation that I was, lining up to share with this young lady, and my whole Zoom embarrassed me. So now I can actually share this. So in the interim, thank you, Dr. Magali. Does anybody have any questions for Dr. Magali in regards to the new New York City Savings Program?
It's Save for College program.
Okay,
New York Kids Rise.
Okay, I'm reading it right off of this thing here. Okay, so it's repeat it again, please, because I read it right from what you sent.
It's New York City Kids Rise.
New York City Kids Rise. Awesome stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody with a child in kindergarten, so modeling needs to gear up for that. Will, I'm not sure how old the babies are, but definitely they, anybody with a kindergartner.
We're not in New York City, so we're in Suffolk. It doesn't apply to us, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. So it's just strictly New York City as well.
It's strictly New York City Department of Education. Yes.
Now, let me ask you something, Dr. Magali. Let's say a group of people want to start this program there. What is the possibility that a group of people like modeling, like Will or something, how can they possibly get this program started in their neck of the woods? Or is it not available for them at all?
That's a very good question. And I don't know how that would happen, because as far as I know, it's a group of community organizations with the mayor and chancellor to make this community scholarship available to help inner city public school kids reach college and career goals.
So it looks like modeling and Will, you may have a project on your hands, because I'd like to challenge people. I like to challenge communities, and nothing for me is impossible. So it looks like you all may have to try to find a way to partner up with the chancellor and the community here. What are your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely, I look forward.
Excellent.
I am a New York City employee for CUNY, and we do have our own saving programs for college, and both my kids have one. But I know that Gerber, the baby food company, they come in various communities, and they partner with local, even Long Island, right? So Hamlet or whatever they call it, towns. And they offer huge discounts to residents. So you can look into that, because I think that's much easier to just take something that's already there and expand it than starting something new.
Oh, I know the boys are in the background.
Yeah.
To expand more on that. Welcome, Bless. Bless is back in the building. I would love for you to expand more on that because it sounds like the same thought, but it's a little different, I feel like, especially with the whole concept of the Gerber baby. I'm not sure. And does it start at $100 as well? Do you have any more details on that for those that may be listening? And then we will have Mr. Blessed share who he is and some things about him as we move forward. If you can unmute yourself, Madeline, if you can't, trust me, I get it. And I see.
Yeah, called Gerber Life, and they come to various communities and they partner with you. So whatever the criteria is for the general or the national audience, if you're doing something community-based, they would lower it. Something to encourage you to start, but you can start with your child at any age, from zero years to what makes sense, like 14, 15 for college. And the interest, I mean, there's no interest rates. It's just a great savings program.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, I think I heard about that saving program before. The what is that, the Gerber or something?
Yeah, Gerber Life.
Yeah. Right, I definitely heard about it.
Oh wow, so you have great information. Now, can you all see the screen there? Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yes.
Excellent. I'm sharing the screen. Okay, and then I think we got a chat. Hold on one second, because we're on a number of things. Oh, Sampreneur. Okay, Sampreneur is listening in. Excellent. So Sampreneur is our resident crypto lover as well. He is somewhere down south. I always say Tennessee, but it might be Texas. And he is a business owner and he's doing great work. Sampreneur, right now, we're taking the time to talk about the New York City savings program that gives every kindergarten student in the public school system $100 for college to launch their college life. And as I was talking about earlier, like seriously, $100 is nothing for the kids for college. However, you can add more money to their college plan. And here's the link here. I don't know, I've never used this platform before, but the information is really great for anybody in New York City who has a child. Look into this New York City, kindergarten students, savings plan. All current New York City kindergarten students in public school now have $100 in a college savings account, courtesy of an initiative that went into effect this week. Mayor Eric Adams announced on Wednesday, September, former Mayor Bill de Blasio announced that, and I'm trying to go to more information, but it's not letting me, but you all get the concept. And what's interesting is that this is coming from Staten Island, which, I didn't think it is a part of New York City. I lied. Okay, great. So this is from the newsbreak.com website provided by Dr. Magali. If you want more information, join us on that good old Team ECI at 347-617-6873, 347-617-6873 for Team ECI, and you will be able to get more information from our lovely group members. In the interim, I think I saw a hand up. Dr. Exuma, hand up.
I have a question.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So I didn't catch the whole thing because I'm driving and I was a bit distracted. So the college saving with Gerber, right? So that's offered by the city or by Gerber?
So we're talking about two different things. The first one is for the city of New York, right?
Okay.
Modeling has more information for Gerber. I don't know where exactly it is. I think she might have to give us more info because it does sound like it's for anybody, anywhere, but Modeling, are you able to unmute? And Dr. E, I try to call on you. I don't know if you have your hand up for.
Okay, I'm here.
So the one that's given the $100 to start opening the account, that's the one I want to know more about. Are they just giving just 100 just to start the account, or are they contributing on every month, or like how often do they contribute? And if I do accept the offer and I do open the account and I'm putting money, do I get like a rate of return on that saving, or?
So I'm glad Dr. Magali is back. Dr. Magali, Are you back, Dr. Magali? Oh, I think Dr. Magali. We're gonna wait for Dr. Magali to answer that. Will, you might have to ask that again. In the interim, yeah, save that question because Dr. Magali would be the person that can expound more because she's actually talked about this recently, and she's bringing it again with actual like excuse me, a website that has the information. So I know Dr. Magali knows much more, and plus she's a principal in the public school system. So give us a second, and then Dr. Magali can better inform us. In the interim, like I said, Dr. Pierre Echema, did you have your hand up
Okay.
for a question or a comment?
Oh yeah, okay. I started speaking, but it seemed like I was not able to get through. Okay, so very quickly, and also to answer some of the part of the question that was just asked by I think Will. So the program that Dr. Magali is talking about, I'm just learning about it myself today, but it's a program that's going to be, I think, going to be similar to the 529 with Gerber. That's the one that I think Miss Maudlin wanted to talk about because I think I've spoken about this information here in this forum. That's a great way to save money, and I think, but it's two different programs. One is governmental, and the one that is in NYC pertains to NYC only. Whereas the 529 from Gerber, which is a different program but with similarities, can be applied to from any other places in the nation. So you can do it in New York, Boston, Florida, and all that. And this is I can give more information maybe in private if you need. You can contact AniYa and I can help you with that because I've worked in that area as well. So, but basically, the 529, other things that you need to know, it comes with a $2,000 every year extra credit towards your income tax when the kids is in college. And also, this is a program that is only for college. So it's not money that you can, but there are ways, depending on the state where you apply for it, there are states that would allow you to take money off of that account. For example, for situations, for example, if the kid passed, so it's no longer needed, then you can take your money out. And or if you have other emergencies like during COVID, you could take some money out of that account without any penalties. So basically, yeah. But the design of the 529 is basically based on the state. So every state have different riders and also things that they include into it because it's tied up with your taxes. So basically, based on the state where you are, you need to find out exactly with your CPA about certain things regarding that 529. But still, it's a beautiful program given the cost of college nowadays. And we don't know whether or not we're going to be able to get full funding for college and where students won't have to pay anything, or maybe we'll have to pay maybe something, some money towards it, something not really substantial. But it's a good way for you to get prepared, especially if you have many kids. So that's a way you can put money aside and make sure that you guarantee them some ways to get into college. So yeah, that's all I could say for now. But I don't know if Dr. Magali is there. Maybe she can interject more about the NYC program, which just getting started. So there's more information, I think, coming down the pipeline, which we will be able to get more, to know more about.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is such great information. And you know what? That's how other communities really succeed too. This is why this platform is so important for information like this. A lot of people are afraid to share this type of stuff and information with the community, but I'm like, we have to do it. We have to share this information, guys, because listen, we don't know nothing. So thank you, Dr. E. Thank you, Dr. Magali, for bringing this to our attention. For sure, for those that have children, this is what we're starting off to talk about. And we will do more on this subject because we want to prepare our youth. Too many of our youth are in trouble. Too many of our youth are getting shot up, are robbing, are doing bad things, are doing things for what? Oh, don't get me started tonight. But anyway, we're gonna definitely keep up this conversation and share as much information as possible, for sure. I think we have a comment, and I think Queen Jenny is back in the building. Welcome, welcome, Queen Jenny.
How are you?
That
Good, good.
Uh-huh.
Yes, introduce yourself to the people.
Yes. Hi, I'm Queen Jenny. I'm a humanitarian, exercise physiologist, and a professional model. So I've been trying to do like community service throughout New York to get everyone together, one world culture, and to go back to our roots as kings and queens, because we need to recognize kings and queens recognize queens. So like I always say, unity is our strength. So let's get together and make the greatness happen and always strive for excellence.
Thank you, Queen Jenny. And this conversation
Mhm.
is really great for somebody like yourself too, that's in the community. We're talking about these monies that are distributed now for our young people. If you know any parents of kindergarten children, or parents that are about to have children go into kindergarten and things of that nature, Jenny, there is a
Yeah.
new platform, a new funding system that they're giving money towards the child's education, college education.
Wonderful.
Yep,
It's much needed because education is the children's future,
absolutely.
and we need them. The children are our future. So what's gonna happen if we don't educate our children? During COVID, they just stopped everything. Schools, we like each one teach one. I'm all about that. And it takes a village.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And that's why we do what we do here on this platform. So Dr. Lee just expounded a little bit. You're welcome, Will. And then Dr. Magali just shared more about the Gerber savings plan. So it's in our
Yes, I know about that. I'm a part of that as well.
good, good. So it's definitely there in the chat. So Will, do you see that? Will, that's what you're saying thank you about? I think that's what Will was referring to when he said thank you. Okay, perfect. Yep, so that's
I saw the link.
awesome. So definitely get that together, and let's get all the monies we can for our futures, everybody, because like
Definitely.
Queen Jenny just said it too, with the COVID and everything that's happening, we've lost so much. And it's time for us to regather ourselves. And this brings me to the next segment. We have been getting in contact. Well, people have been contacting me like a whole lot in regards to what's happening in the business arena. As you all know, if you're a small business owner, the monies, for, PPP and as well as like SBA have kind of run out, but there are still billions of dollars out there. Don't let these people fool you. But you just have to have all your paperwork and things like that together. And in order for you to apply for certain monies and things of that nature. And there's something called the EIDL. And there's just a lot of different platforms and programs available still. And somebody reached out to me recently. The organization is Zigar, I think it's Zigar. And this gentleman was like, AniYa, I see your information in the SBA, and I know you're a hardworking businesswoman. You're trying to make it like everybody else. We have an opportunity for you in the community.
414.
So,
Correct.
Jenny, I'm muting you real quick because I just wanted to share. Okay, good. So let me just share real quick. So this company is Ziegler Consulting. If you have a small business, if you operate any kind of business and you're looking for additional funding, before they shut down completely with the additional funds, there is a lot of money still available. Don't let the government lie to you and tell you that there isn't, my people, because there are still monies out there. Excuse me. And you can reach out to them. You can reach out to them for sure. I know Will has a company, and he was sharing last week or 2 weeks ago something about when the businesses was in operation or what have you. I tell people all the time, just take a chance. You never know what something, what can happen, but you have to take that first step and that first chance to say, okay, I have a company, I don't know what's the ins and outs, but I need funding, I need to do something ASAP. So with that being said, Ziegler Consulting is the company's website. You can reach out to MQ. MQ, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, MQ Duo. He also has opportunities for the PPP loan forgiveness. If you already got that loan and you want it to be forgiven, reach out to him, there's affordable rates, there's business grants, there's a whole lot of things available out there for us as a people. We just have to put ourselves out there. Again, when you reach out to Mr. Ziegler, actually Mr. MQ, you'll let him know that AniYa sent you. If you want us to do a call together, we can do that as well. So I can put you directly in contact with him. There are a lot of opportunities still left. Whether or not anything is guaranteed, that's, to be determined. Like, I can't guarantee anybody anything, but I will say that we have to try no matter what, because right now there is still some funding left for businesses and for people out there. And I encourage you, it says getting EIDL loans up to $2 million, 3.75% government loans over 30 years, no payment for the first 2.5 years. That interest rate is super amazing. 3.75% of that government loan is super, super great. If you all know anything about loans and and interest rates, those interest rates are typically like 15% and higher. But right now it's like at 3.75%. It says we can help companies who were rejected for it before, or companies who received an initial loan amount who want more funds. We cannot help those who never applied for it in 2020 or 2021, as a first time apps deadline has passed. So if you already try to apply, you still have a good stand, a good standing. Reach out to your girl AniYa, and I'll put you directly in contact with Mr. MQ, and you will be able to communicate with him. In the interim, you can go to Ziegler, ZEEGAR consulting.com, and then you'll let him know AniYa sent you for sure. So that's some information that I wanted to pass on to my community. Like I said, with the work that we're doing, y'all, or my people, I hate using that word, y'all, I'm sorry. With the work that we're doing, we want to be able to help as many people as possible. And the reason being is because there are opportunities out there that I come across on a daily basis. People reach out to me all day, all night. I'm a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Visual person, because of my platforms. I have 7 different Facebook pages. I have another 7 different Instagram pages, which I am not as visual and visible on my Instagram as I am on Facebook. I guess I'm just a Facebook nerd, but that's okay. I'm working on getting more visibility on Instagram and TikTok and all of that. But even with that being said, people watch everything I do. So when people reach out to me and they find my websites and they reach out to me, they know I'm going to pass on the information to my community. And I think that's so rewarding when people know they can entrust me to share this with you. So again, it's Ziegler, ZEEGAR consulting.com. The man's name is MQ. If you want to reach out to him, let me know. We can do a call together, because I'm not sure how they do their calls, but I know they reached out to me initially, but I can get you on the lines with Mr. Ziegler himself, Mr. MQ himself. I hope you guys got that. Speaking of, there's another part of this that he shares, that he does, which is in real estate. He has properties in Chicago as well. That's one of the things that we've talked about on this platform a whole lot, is the platform on real estate. So Mr. MQ does have properties available, for those that are interested in properties like we have talked about in the past. Let's continue that conversation, and let's see how we can, get some properties together and work together as a community and as a people. And let's see what we can get going in Chicago or some other parts of our communities. How about that? Anybody have any questions or concerns about anything we just shared? Raise your hand, or you can just unmute yourself. Oh, she says thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my love. So Queen Jenny put her thumb up. Excellent. So you guys get in touch with Mr. MQ ASAP, because Mr. MQ has that information for all of you. So that's that. Anybody have any thing that they want to add before we go to the next thing? Anybody want to add anything? How about if anybody, any of you gotten in any loans or grants during this time with the whole pandemic? Anybody was successful at getting any EIDLs or anything of that sort? You don't have to share. I know y'all don't want to know. I don't want us to know you're multimillionaires. I get it. I get it. I get it. No problem. Laugh out loud. Okay, no problem. I understand. Well, nobody wants to share that part. But either way, again, I wanted to share that about Mr. MQ himself. Oh, and Will got disconnected. I figured that he got disconnected. No worries. Oh, as I said that, he's back on now. So Will is back on with us, and this is great timing. Will, we were just speaking. I know you got disconnected. What Will, you might have to play back what we just shared, because we saw that you got disconnected. However, we do have this platform through Ziegler Consulting, like I shared, I think it was 2 weeks ago or so, in regards to business opportunities. There's still millions and billions of dollars out there in the world of SBAs and things of that nature. So if you want, you can definitely reach out to me and I'll get you in contact with Mr. MQ, or you can go directly to the website. It's www.Zeegar, which is ZEEGAR consulting.com. They offer help and assistance with loans and grants and things like that. And then they don't ask for any money unless they close on a loan for you. So I think that's super phenomenal. And they also have properties in Chicago. I just wanted to repeat that for you, Will. But just to let you know, I'm always looking into real estate opportunities, which we have talked about on this platform before. And yes, so yes, people are hitting me up like crazy tonight. Before we shut it down, anybody have any questions about Ziegler Consulting and what we just talked about?
I do, but I think I'm just gonna have to reach out to you after,
Okay,
or sometime tomorrow, so that you can give me some more information.
absolutely.
If that's okay.
Yes, that definitely works out, because we want to definitely get this information. I think the monies are still there, but only for a limited time. And I shared it too with what we've talked about before. You know, I don't know what the time frame is for people that actually so what I'm looking for, that started their companies, etc. But I just wanted to share, it's, you know, it's always a good idea to still reach out. You never know what could happen by the grace of God. So we can make that happen on a three-way or what have you with Mr. MQ for sure, and try to see what we can do, because they reached out to me and I want to do my due diligence and reaching out to all of you. So that's excellent. I will wait for your response for that. Okay, perfect. Now let me just move to this other share, because there's no other questions, it looks like. Let's see here. So there is some great things happening. I don't know if I told you all, with the work that I do, right? I've decided to go and start advertising for our communities. People come to me all the time and say, AniYa, oh, by the way, that's Team ECI's little thing right here. I don't know if you guys can see on the corner, all the way to the right is Team ECI. With all the work that we do right here on Team ECI, and like with the AniYa show and all the work that I do, people come to me all the time. Like I said, they reach out to me, they find me, they invite me to different things. And I have like literally over like 500,000 people in my contacts, between all the different pages that I'm affiliated with on social media and things of that nature, and then alone in my database for emails. So what I've done is I've decided to take, you know, all of these connections and contacts, and I have created a database as well as a system to help promote whatever it is you're working on, whatever business you have, whatever companies, whatever brands, whatever books, you name it, from businesses to brands to books, whatever it is that you have going on, and you want to, you want to be seen in different spaces that you don't have access to, we can help make that happen for you. Just this past weekend, we had a major event that we attended. It was what you can call it, it was a modeling, fashion shoot, video, but also it was all great networking with fellow business people that are in the space of creativity, but also doctors. Like the main person who owns the company is DJ Scripps. He is literally a pharmacist by day, a literal pharmacist. Like he works in a pharmacy, like his family owns businesses all through Brooklyn. And at night, he is a creative person. He's a DJ, he's an entrepreneur. He also has, what you call it, he has those a fashion line, right? So we were with DJ Scripps this weekend, and I made a tremendous more amount of contacts. Last week, I was with the Chase community. I'm also a mentee of Chase, the business branch in Harlem. But we have Chases all over New York, all over the world. So I have a network now with business people throughout Chase, which is super dope. I'm so thankful for that opportunity, because even last week, I made a ton of connections there as well. I was actually supposed to be at another event this morning and tomorrow, but I'm not doing all that because I'm just tired, y'all. I'm just exhausted with this baby and stuff. But that's okay. Just wanted to share, what is our mission statement, right? Our mission statement is a conscious movement toward upliftment and empowerment through education and positive entertainment through FEG Management and the AniYa HO. So what is FEG Management? Well, it started off as an idea to educate our communities through positive entertainment. FEG actually stands for Freedom Entertainment Group, which is my company that I started many years ago. And what I would do is I would put people in front of others to share your story, to encourage you, to motivate you to keep moving forward with the background that I have in education as well as in entertainment. Former TV producer, working on BET, MTV, working for TBN, Trinity Broadcasting Network, which is the biggest Christian television network in the world, being on camera, being off of camera, right? And I've taken my love and passion of people and working with people to share my platforms. So now, instead of having live events because of the pandemic, I do mostly everything online, and I have a small team that now helps with a lot of the work that we do. And if you see like Dr. Oz, for example, as somebody that's on here, it's because I was on the Dr. Oz show for approximately 7 years, 5 consecutively, 2 still in the database, but because of COVID, we couldn't be on air. So that's where the Dr. Oz comes in. And just, you could check out, the other logos and what have you. Furthermore, we do voice over commercial spots too. A lot of times people don't want to read, a statement. Sometimes they want to hear it. We have that option for those that are interested in listening to a voiceover, or if you have your own voiceover commercial thing that you want to send us and you want us to promote, we can do that for you too. So those are some of the things. We have locations where we will be able to have live events for people or connect you with spaces and help you to be live wherever you are if you need connections to have an event and things like that. And I wanted to share, last but not least, as we're about to shut it down in just a little bit, we have also a great member of Team ECI that's on board who is getting a lot of traction, actually, a lot of traction. And that beautiful sister's name is Miss Model, being promoted heavily through our community. And we are going to share a lot more with our people in regards to Miss Modelin's platform. So hold on one second as I share the screen and show you all what Miss Modelin has going on May 22nd. So for those that are in the community, there's Miss Modelin's flyer. There goes Miss Modelin at the top right corner. Miss Modelin looking so beautiful. She's right here in the pink, and then that's her business partner. Lord have mercy, I forgot the girl's name. Oh my God, don't kill me, Modelin. But anyway, that's the Haitian Balls, and they're having an event during Haitian.
Her name is Paul. Thank you.
What's her name again?
Oh, her name is Paul.
Paul?
Paul with an E.
Paul with an E?
Yeah.
Lord
Paul, like Paul, but it's Paule.
Oh, Lord, these Haitian people, why would they give her, you know what? Paul. So it's Paulie?
No, just Paul. It's just you add an E at the end.
Okay, so her name is Paul. Matter of fact, since you're unmuted, go ahead and tell us much more, Miss Modeling, about this up and coming event, this beautiful event that's on May 22nd. And as you can see, we already have some likes. So that's good. We have some great people liking this event. Go ahead, Miss Modeling.
Yeah, thank you. So my partner and I were the Haitian Bells, and we're going back to, just having an in-person event for the Black community. And the first one is this month, if you're Haitian, you know it's Haitian Heritage Month. And so we're having a launch, brands launch and an information segment. We're calling it Celebration and Education, celebrating our brands. My brand is Haiti Decoded, and it's a platform for kids. So I'm the author of 2 children's books. I also have blogs and other merchandise relating to Haitian history. So my first book was called Independence Subjumu. It teaches kids 4 to 10 or 4 to 11 about the tradition of why we eat subjumu.
Oh, yeah.
That was my first book. And my second book is called The Kingdom of Haiti. Not many Haitian Americans know that Haiti used to be an empire and then a kingdom. We know it's a republic, but it was first an empire and then a kingdom. So my goal is to teach Haitian Americans about their heritage in Haiti. So that's what this is about. So we're having a panel discussion. It's called the Miseducation of Black, the Miseducation of Black Students and how to supplement learning. So we're telling Black parents that, listen, your kid is not gonna learn in school that Haiti was an empire. You have to teach that. And knowing that builds self-identity. It tells them who they are, who their ancestors were. I strongly believe in that. And then we're having a health and wellness presentation because, living in America, working and doing a bunch of things, wearing many hats, your health sometimes can take a toll, right? So we're just giving you general information. We'll have a nurse to present that information to you. And then we're going to be breaking bread, and we have a champagne wall and networking. So it's going to be a fun event. My sister who was talking earlier, Queen, I'm forgetting your name, Queen, but that will be a great event for you. Yes, that will be a great event for you if you're interested. So yeah, check us out, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. And as you all can see on the side here, some of the speakers are the esteemed Dr. Magali Alexis. Give it up for Dr. Magali, who will be one of the—
I gotta say something about that. I didn't realize you had it. Dr. Magali and Dr. E are just, I don't know, when they're there, it's like a master class on steroids, right? So to have Dr. Magali agree to be on my panel, to come to my event, it was just, it's amazing. And I thank her for that. And the ideas that she shared with me, because I was telling her about my brand, and I thank you so much for your time, Dr. Magali. And Dr. Esdell Elwood is a PhD. So I also work at Kingsborough Community College, part of CUNY in Brooklyn. And so this brother is a Black PhD professor. So he has agreed to join us. And I have this other young brother, his name is Mr. May. He is an LMSW. And then it's my partner, her first name is Paul, but she's Miss La Fortune, and she has her master's in business, but she also works at Kingsborough Community College. So that's our panel, and I am the moderator.
I am here for it. So, okay, so Miss Paul is Miss La Fortune. Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, I mean, does anybody have any questions or concerns in regards to what we're sharing when it comes to this amazing up and coming event on May 22nd? You can unmute yourself. We need to show as much support as possible to the community and to the people. All right, I guess everybody's going to. What is it?
The event will be also online.
Good question. Will it also be online, beautiful lady?
I was not able to get the equipment at that place, so we're not going to be able to stream it. It's our first one. We're just going to have it in person, but our second one in June will be online, and it's a different topic. So we'll be able to stream that.
Modeling. Why don't you just have people with their phone, like somebody dedicated to having their phone, stream it for you on Zoom? or a laptop setup. That's what we do in different spaces all the time.
Okay, I thought it had to be something professional. So that's why I didn't think about that. But if it's just having someone do that, yeah, we can do,
Listen,
yeah.
I'll just give you this tidbit for free right here. So I was part of an event recently. Either way, any events you go to, if you look at some of their equipment, most of the times it's just a laptop if it's not a major production or what have you. So that's for anybody that's watching now and that wants to do any of this, Zooming while you have an event and things of that nature. You can set up a laptop and point the camera towards the panel or what have you, or whoever is speaking, and you can literally do a Zoom. And for your community that's going to be there, you just give out, the Zoom information, like how we do with our weekly sessions here. And people can actually tap in and hear everything that's going on. And then it could also be shared all over social media as well. So don't worry about going above and beyond and things like that, especially for your first one. Now, if you want to go bigger and things like that later, if you have the funding, you can hire people and you can do different things like that. But for right now, Hunty, you better just get you a laptop, plug it in, make sure the lighting is good and you're not too far away from the panel. That way they can see, the people that are watching can see and hear everything, especially when it comes to our Dr. Magali. We want everybody to hear our Dr. Magali, okay?
Oh, that's very true. Yeah, and we'll have raffles as well and other prizes for our in-person audience. So I put a lot more thought into the in-person aspect of it and didn't think I had enough money for but I can certainly do that. I have a laptop. It has a microphone and we can project it.
And you have iPads. We know you have iPads too.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Well, excellent. I'm so excited. People are hitting us up like there's trending messages. People are loving what we're sharing tonight. Thank you all for joining us. I saw quite a few people on tonight. Shouts out to the team that was with us on this past Sunday. DJ Thorough, he's liking our platform. So is Nancy, the realtor. We got a realtor that's liking our work. And then we have brother Sal, who's also a huge supporter. I'm so excited about the work that's happening in our communities. I don't see Lady CC on tonight. Lady C, she's been on with us like every week, but sometimes people have stuff going on. I wanted to shout her out because she's on typically with us every week. And so is Bay of Wakanda, who is so sweet. I love her. She's typically on with us, but we'll make sure that all those who are typically on with us every week, Madeline, they will most definitely get this information as well so they can attend. Or if they're not in New York City, like Lady C, we will definitely make sure she shares the content. And as I promised you, Madeline, I will be sharing on WhatsApp, which I already started doing that. And then what we will also do to go a step further is we'll make those connections with people individually when it gets closer to time. And then we'll also interview you and your partner again in the next week or two when it gets closer, so we don't lose the audience. If you try to do something too far out, people will forget and they will never show up, honey. It's a microwave society we live in. All right, how was that, modeling? Good stuff?
Perfect. Thank you so much. Much appreciated.
Of course. All right, I think we've shared like a whole ton tonight. This is my Facebook page, you all. So I wanted to share the front of my flyer and there it is. The front of the flyer too with you all, for you all know, by the way, DJ Scripts has a movie coming out at grand premiere of this movie that DJ Scripts is a documentary. And just to let you know, he actually has never that's going to be taking place. I will let all of you know so we can attend that together. But we want to support our sister, Miss Modeling. So that event is happening on May 22nd for sure. So here's the front of the flyer. Email us, theaniyashow@gmail.com. We have our new website, fegmgt.com. You can YouTube us. And I've been putting up our video clips on YouTube. So I'll send that to the group for sure. And then here's just some information. Our ads are starting at $200 a month. Very, very reasonable. You can't go wrong. And if you bring us clientele, we'll more than likely give you a break. If you bring me some clientele, guys, we will give you a break for your up and coming events or whatever it is that you want to promote. With that being said, I wanted Dr. Magali to share before we stop tonight. I wanted Dr. Magali to share her up and coming event as well. Dr. Magali has an event with her union or her group of educators.
Yes. So the group is the Society of Haitian Supervisors and Administrators, and it's on Saturday, May 21st. It's in the city at 40 Rector Street on the 12th floor. The theme is reclaiming our excellence as Haitian educators, parents, community, and we want to have a wonderful turnout. And another event is kind of early, but I want to plant it in everyone's mind that on June 24th, we're having our first inaugural scholarship and gala, and we're going to provide scholarship funds for 2 graduating high school students of Haitian ancestry. The event is going to be that event is on Friday, June 24th. Tickets are $100 a piece. And we want a large turnout at the Leonard Palazzo in Great Neck, Long Island, because we want to be able to, we know that going to college is expensive, and we want to try to support our own students and families so that it eases the burden of going to college.
Absolutely, positively. Can you just repeat those 2 dates, Dr. Magali, and the locations for us?
So the first event is the educational conference, and that is on Saturday, May 21st, 2022. Registration begins at 8:30 a.m. The conference begins at 9 a.m. It's going to be 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 40 Rector Street on the 12th floor. And the theme of the conference is reclaiming our excellence.
Excellent. And we hope that you can provide some, what's the word I'm looking for, flyers or something for us, Dr. Magali, so we can have that in our minds. And one of the great things about that is, thank you so much, Dr. Magali, is these events are back to back. I just realized Dr. Magali will be back to back at these events, and so will Modeling. We all, I think, are going to attend all of these events. God willing, I have enough strength myself to wobble around. But yes, I'll definitely be at both events, God willing, because I'm just here for the camaraderie and to support. As you all know, I try to support as many things as possible in our community. So thank you both, ladies, and we'll put that information out there. All right, I think we covered everything. We have other business opportunities. I have to look through some paperwork this evening for next week to share with all of you some other opportunities with another entity that reached out to me that wants me to do some work with them, and I'm here for it. So you know me, I'm gonna look through the paperwork and see what these people are talking about, and then I'll be able to share. And I think next week we'll be back with more of Dr. E and some of his information in regards to business opportunities and just different things along the lines of, you know, insurance information. We can't say too much now, but we have to talk about some things first, right, Dr. E? And then we'll be able to, drop some gems for each and every one of you. So for all those that's been watching on this evening on IG and Facebook, we want to say thank you for your continued support. Anything else that I missed, you all, before we shut it down, please let me know. Now's the time to share any last thoughts, closing remarks, any of that type of thing.
Are we doing anything on May 18th?
So there are so many things going on for May
18th. We did a lot last year, Naya.
Honey, we sure did. And honey, we had Dr. Umar Johnson out there. We had a lot of music. It was a lot. Dr. Exuma was there too. Dr. E was there, right, Dr. E, for May 18th?
Yes, I was there.
Dr. E said,
great. Yes, I was there, and that was great.
And you got your book, right? Both of you got your books and everything from Dr.
Yeah, we had the opportunity to get our books as well. Yeah.
Excellent. And I made sure you all got your pictures and everything. Yes. Well, for this year, I'm not 100% sure because I kid you not, there are so many different things happening. I just spoke to a sister today about a chef, a Haitian chef, and some things that he has going on. He's like real famous. The chef of Kinam. I don't know if you know that Haitian restaurant, Kinam. I think something's gonna be happening in the heart of Brooklyn, in like the Park Slope area. Something may be happening there. I've just been getting a ton of messages, but for May 18th directly, I don't have anything set in stone. And because of, this baby bump, it's hard for me to wobble and try to get events together. So this year, I'm not the same from last year, y'all. So it was so great last year because I had the energy and I was literally like 75 pounds less last year. Praise the Lord. So we don't even know if anybody has anything going on for May 18th, let us know and we will show support for sure. We'll talk about it on our platforms. But again, there's a whole lot of things happening. I just don't have my finger on one exact thing. So let us know. And then, of course, I wanted to bring this up because my heart is broken. Last year, we had so many great speakers, so many politicians that attended and future politicians that attended our event because they all heard about it. They all are followers of myself and the rest of the Haitian community that put together this major event last year at Grand Army Plaza. And one of the people that showed up was Brian Benjamin. And at that time, he was running for comptroller. I'm not going into details, but you all know what happened to my best friend, Brian Benjamin, this year. It breaks my heart that this thing just occurred, especially after he'd shown so much love to the Haitian community, as always. He's always showing love to the Haitian community. And so there's a lot going on in politics, but we're not going to get into that this evening. Steph Winter has joined us from Instagram. Steph Winter is here with us on Instagram. Welcome, welcome. And then I see Alcime, Jean, Saturn, Rudy has joined us. We have quite a few people watching on Instagram too. I'm so excited that the people continue to support through social media. So that's great. But yes, Steph Winter is a part of Team ETI. We haven't seen her. I hope all is well. I know she wasn't feeling good for a little while, but we're going to check in on her for sure. So send her some love too on Instagram. All right. I guess that's it then. We don't know what's going on for May 18th, but if you have something going on, let us know and we will support. Dr. E, anything going on with HLF these days that we need to talk about?
Yes, HLF is the Haitian Leadership Forum, and they are doing again an event on May 18th for Haitian Flag Day in Brooklyn. There's going to be a parade, and there's going to be also some artists, performers. I don't have the entire information, but I can get that out to you as soon as I'm able to do it. But May 18th is going to be in Brooklyn, and also May 18th is going to be HLF in Rockland County. In Spring Valley also will be entertaining. Yeah, on the 18th, there will be like regular events, cultural. And I think on May 22nd, there will be performance from, I believe, Taboo Combo on the park in Rockland County.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, again, I'll get some more details about the event. They've asked for contributions for people who wanted to donate. So I'll get that out to you, and so probably you can share it with us next time we meet.
Excellent. Well, we know we're going to be over in Brooklyn for the 22nd for sure with my sister modeling and our sisters, Dr. Magali as well, but that's okay. We can still always share with others for sure.
So before we say goodnight, AniYa, I just want to take this opportunity because Sunday's Mother's Day.
Oh,
so
yes.
You and all the mothers on this video conference, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you so much for reminding us. Yes, yes, yes. And yes, God bless each and every one of you.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, Miss Modeling is a mother. I'm pretty sure Dr. E has a wife. Oh, I think they all have wives here too. So happy Mother's Day to all your beautiful wives.
Thank you.
Yes.
And happy Mother's Day to you all also.
Thank
New
you.
mothers coming up. AniYa.
Thank you.
All
I
right. You're
appreciate
welcome.
that. And you know
And
what? Oh,
we
go ahead.
remember Haitian Father's Day too at the end of the month. So we celebrate later in Haiti. So by the
Oh,
third, I think the
we will
last
definitely bring
Sunday
that
of
up.
the month.
Yes, there's two Haitian, well, there's two Mother's Day for the Haitian community for sure. So thank you for sharing that. And it's my 1 year anniversary for my wedding. I think I got married on Mother's Day last year. I sure did. So my Mother's Day, well, my wedding anniversary is the 9th. So just to let you all know, my anniversary is the 9th, but I got married on Mother's Day last year. It was crazy, but it was amazing at the same time. So thank you all so much. Thank you, Dr. Magali, for reminding us. And let me tell you something, if you all don't respect and love your mothers, you better. I finally understand this whole thing about loving and respecting mothers now. My mom and I have a very interesting relationship, to say the least. That lady right there, boy. Haitian mothers ain't easy. Woo! But yeah, she's all right with me. Now that I understand this pain, whoa, praise the Lord. All right. Well, I think we got everything. Send your flyers, send your informations, and let's chop it up and let's be back here next week. Same black time, same black space. And yes, we're looking forward to more greatness. Next week, we're looking forward to doing some more insurance talks. And I think we should revisit the world of cryptocurrency, as well as what's happening in the stock market. As you all have seen, just last but not least, that man Elon Musk, has really hit the platforms in regards to this 44 billion trillion dollar buyout from Twitter. Now there's something else going on where they're saying he doesn't even own all of Twitter. I don't know what's going on, but it must be a rich person's problem. We'll find out more information about that, and we will definitely share with all of you. In the interim, don't forget, if you want to be in contact with MQ, hit me up and I will put you in contact with him. Or you can go to Zeegar, ZEEGAR Consulting.com for more information on Mr. MQ and information about these loans and grants through the SBA. And last but not least, market calendars for May 22nd for Haitian Bells event. Hit me up if you want some advertisement or branding for your companies or your friends' companies. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. And Dr. Eve, we will make sure we're in touch this week so that you can present next week some more information. I think we got it, guys.
Okay.
Thank you all so much. God bless each and every one of you. See you on WhatsApp 347-617-6873. Ciao and good night.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Of course, Will. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night, everybody. God bless you all.